All right, so I have kind of started this project without you, only because I wasn't really sure what I was doing or how I was going to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is, well, I know for sure I'm going to turn this into a cute little handbag. What will it carry? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It'll be cute. So. This is, if you don't know, this is what my Mitzah came in for my Christmas purchase or my holiday purchase. So this is a holiday box from 2022 into early 2023. So I am going to turn this into a cute little bag. And all I've done since, without filming, is I just lined this up. And of course, I just got it uneven while playing with it. Okay, so all I did was line this up just so that I could make sure that this was the right way when I fix all the pieces. And so I simply marked it. I'm not sure if you can see. Let's see. Yeah, right there. So that is just some red ink from a Sharpie. I did the same thing on this side, very small right there. I flipped it over and I marked where I want the 4 feet to go. So I have some of these left. These are from one of my totery projects. So I have 4 of these that I'm going to use with the screws and the washers. So I have those. And then I actually ordered these also from the totery to do on a different project, which I've decided I'm just going to hold off on because I'm not happy with the idea I had. So I figured, you know what, instead of letting these go to waste, I'm just going to use these. They're going to go on here. And then this I also took off of my Mitzah scarf because I did not want the tag hanging down. So I'm actually going to just snip this off and use this, and that's going to go on the inside of my bag just to make it a little more fun and, you know, just to keep the Christian Dior theme running throughout. So I am going to use my drill on this. We shall see. I already have it here. I just have to change out my drill bit. But I think this, I'm hoping it's going to be the cleanest way to get a hole in here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to put you in a brief pause and do one hole and see how it works. All right, so off camera, I just took the drill through here. It worked really well. I will say I did get just a little bit of damage on this side. However, you're not going to see that once I put the handle on. So let's do that. All right, so I'm just going to take my screwdriver, unscrew this. Ooh. All right, and I am going to leave the washer on here just for another, I don't know, layer of security, just to make me feel better. Oh, I probably could have done a larger drill bit. I may have to. Nope, there we go. Okay, I got that pressed through. Oh, you guys, how funny am I? That's completely the wrong side. All right, let me poke this out. Oh, no. I might have to unscrew it. All right, so let's poke that through this way. Ah, and the washer. For heaven's sakes, I'm a mess. All right, I was hoping it wouldn't fight me as much. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to use the washer unless I use a longer screw. Okay, hold on. Let me put you on pause. I'm going to figure this out so I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so I did get that poked through. So that is what it looks like on the inside. It's just that screw head or the bottom of the screw with the washer on there. I'm sure you don't need the washer because this is a nice thick cardboard type of item, but I'm just going to put it on there. We'll see. So this is the longer screw. I'm hoping it screws down nice and tight, but it may not. All right, perfect, it does. So I'm just going to take the screwdriver, tighten that up. Wonderful. All right, so that now has a cute little handle. Oh my goodness, that's so adorable. All right, let's do that to this side over here. So I do have my little red mark right there. All right, let's take the screwdriver to this, or the drill. All right, let's try from this angle so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. And I'm trying to be very precise. All right, there we go. Nice and simple. Did not hurt myself, which is always a plus. Clean that out a bit, because it just leaves some cardboard inside, and we want that to be nice and clean. All right, again, that's what the hole looks like, but we're going to cover it so it doesn't matter. And I did switch to the longer screws, so where'd it go? So this is the screw that is normally, here, let me get these both cleaned off. Okay, so this is the screw that you would normally use for the little handle. I did have to switch to the longer screw because of the thickness of the cardboard itself. So we're going to not use this one that came in here. All right, and then we're going to switch to this longer screw and one washer. Now, again, this is going to be a really tight fit because I should have sized up with one more size on the drill bit, but this will give it a nice tight fit. Nothing will be kind of flopping around. So, all right, give me 1 minute. I'm going to work this in here. I'll be right back. All right, so that one is now through. So let's just pop that on. All right, and then we'll take the screwdriver, get that tightened up. I think if I had drilled the holes any lower, I would not have been able to get this screwdriver in there, but this angle works pretty well. All right, so there's that one, and that is what that looks like. So now I have this cute, oh my goodness, look. So that's seriously pointless, but it's gonna be so cute. I cannot wait till it's finished. All right, let's flip it over. We'll see if we can put some feet on this little guy. And let me get this cleaned up. I wanna keep it as clean as possible, so that way I'm not getting any dirt on this white cardboard. Now, also keep in mind, this is definitely not a rainy day kind of bag because this is literally cardboard. And if that gets wet, it is going to get ruined. So, you know, if you decide to make one of these, definitely be cautious when you carry it. All right, let's drill some holes. I'm gonna stand up for this one. Oh, I'm worried. I hope I don't go down to my table. All right. Oh yeah, nice and easy. The bottom is not as thick as the sides either. And I know that some of you have asked to buy my pillows or the custom Dior totery I made. And I actually have another one of these Mitzah containers because I ordered the rabbit Mitzah. And so I could potentially make one more of these if you guys are interested. Just gotta let me know in the comments. Okay, so there we go. I just drilled the 4 little holes. Now, if I was fancy, I could have covered this, but you know what? I don't know. It's part of the charm, so I'm going to leave it. Plus, I didn't want to alter it too much, so I am going to take... Now, I have a feeling these are going to be too long, and I am too shy of the short size to use the small one, so I may actually end up having to get my saw out and trimming these screws down. We'll see what happens. And I am just taking the little screwdriver that came in my totery kit and making these holes just a little bit bigger because I really struggled on these. So, you know, use what I got available and make it just a little bit bigger. Now it should go right through. Oh yeah, nice and easy. And again, wrong side, not a professional. All right, these, I will say, once they're in here, though, you do have to unscrew them to get them to come out. They do not want to pop back through, which is fine. I guess I'd rather unscrew it than ruin it or rip it. All right, let's try it this way. Ooh, that's hard to get down in there. All right, let's try the screwdriver. So right now it's just kind of sitting in there, so I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just screw it in. That'll do. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Now, I do think that this screw is going to be far too long, so we'll find out in a moment. Oh yeah, that's gonna be far too tall for this little foot. Yeah, so okay, I am gonna have to see if I can't cut these screws down, and then I'll be back with you guys. All right, so I do have 2 of the feet on. However, all of my screws that fit for that size, I only had 2. So there is a shorter screw, much shorter, and then there is this one, which is too long. This is the size that I used here. So I asked my husband if he would actually just trim these 2 screws down for me. I was going to try to do it myself, but the drill or the saw that I was going to use is not the right one. So he has what's called a Dremel. So he's down in the basement working his manly magic and trimming 2 of these down for me. So as soon as those are ready, we will finish putting this together, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do for the handle. All right, and while we're waiting for that, so I figured I might as well go ahead and snip this apart. Like I said, this is from my Mitzah that I purchased, which is what came in this cute little box or container, whatever you want to call it. So this is just tacked right there with some thread, so I'm just going to cut that off. Now, I really don't care if I ruin this because I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to put it back on my Mitzah. All right, there's that side, and then we'll pop over here and do this side. All right, so there's that. So now we just have the cute little Dior tag, and I am really just going to hot glue this in. You know, this bag is not going to really be used for functionality. It's more for looks, and hot gluing this in is going to work just fine. I don't see myself accidentally ripping this tag out. Now that I say that, I probably will. I'm just cleaning up all these little extra bits of thread that are all over the place. All right, and I do have my hot glue gun heating up on the side here. Now, if I wanted to do this properly, I should technically turn on my sewing machine and just give that a quick little stitch right there to keep it all together, but a little pop of hot glue will be just fine, and then I'll just hot glue it on the back and stick that right in here. Let's see. So I want to see which side is the front. Okay, so this side's going to be the front, and then I'm just going to tack that, oh, you can't see because my hand's in the way. I'm just going to tack that right down in there, right along that back seam. All right, let's see if my hot glue gun is ready. All right, just a little bit of hot glue there. Tack that together. All right, just gonna let that cool for a moment, and then I have a little teeny bit of hot glue sticking out there, so I'm just going to trim that down just for that nice clean look. Because if you guys know me by now, you know I'm a perfectionist, so might as well make it look as perfect as I can. All right, just kind of cleaning that up. All right, so there we go. Whoop, slippery little fella. All right, so there's that, the cutest little Dior tag I've ever seen. And then I am really just going to glue that, and then that piece is finished. So it'll look just like that. Show you in just a moment. So just a little bit of hot glue. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to squish out the sides and make a mess, especially because this is cardboard. And if I try to pull hot glue off of cardboard, it is literally going to tear it, which I do not want. All right, look. Oh, it's so cute. Almost like it was supposed to be there. All right, so there's that. I'll be back with you as soon as I get the feet for this. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so that is where the tag is. You saw that. You saw the handles. My husband just rescued me by cutting 2 more screws shorter for me. So those are all at the bottom. They all have the little washer. Now, I'm sure they probably don't need it, but you know what? It makes me feel better, so it's all complete. And look, it sits beautifully. So now if I take this out anywhere, I don't have to worry about setting it down and getting the bottom all dirty. Let's move these extras out. And so I was telling you earlier that I had gotten all of these items to do a project with another Dior item. However, I was not happy about the way it was turning out. So I did just grab that chain because I did have an extra chain that I bought for that project. So I just grabbed that chain. Let me show you what this is going to look like all together, what it will hold, because it will hold items. And then I'm also going to show you what I was planning for this one, or actually this is what I ended up doing instead, so I'll show you that too. So let's get this chain on here. So this chain is from the Totery as well. However, I did find a nice, it's actually a necklace chain from my local craft store, and I like that a lot better. I actually used it on my Temu video, which if that one's not out by the time you see this one, it will be following up shortly. So I like that chain better, so I'm gonna probably end up getting another one like that. I cannot get this to lay straight. So I will probably end up getting another chain just like that one and using that instead because I like it better. So let's get this all kind of straightened out, and then you can see what it's gonna look like. This chain is a pain in the butt. All right, so chained up. All right, cool. So there's that part. And then before I put the lid on, let me show you what will fit in here. So I did grab my Dior lip glow. You guys know I love it. This one is in shade 001. I'll show you if you'd like to see. I do use it, as you can tell. So that is 001. It's a lighter pink, but by the time you put it on your lips, it turns into a darker pink. So there is that. This will actually fit in here, which is adorable. And then say you need a refresher. So my mini Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, that will fit in there. So there are those 2 items with plenty of room, and I'm not really feeling Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, but I'm definitely feeling the Vanilla Diorama, so I could actually put that in there as well. Fits beautifully. And then I can put my lid on, and because I'm crazy, I gotta make sure the seams match. Seams match in the back. There is my finished item. You guys, look how stinking cute that is. And you can set it down and not worry about it getting dirty. I am in love. Look how cute that is, my own little teeny tiny Dior. All right, let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what it looks like on, and you can let me know what you think. But I am in love. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'll be right back. So this is it. Oh my goodness. I am just in love. This is so dang cute. Listen, I'm impressed with myself. So pat on my own back. And I don't know. Can you wear this as a crossbody? Oh, you can. I would not. It's just, no, it's too short. You would need a longer chain. To me, that just looks kind of weird. But, oh my gosh, how cute. I gotta go up on my tiptoes. How cute is that? My little tiny bag. Oh, it's adorable. And then, you could always get like one of the shorter straps and then just carry it as a little kind of clutch bag. Yeah, that's so cute. Oh, it does hang a little sideways. You know what? I bet it's because of the items I have in there. Let's take these out. Listen, I told you guys it was not functional. It's really not, but that wasn't really the point of it. All right, let's see. Now, everything's flipped. Yeah, there we go. Look at how cute it hangs so nicely. And then, oh, you know what? I might have a little pearl strap. Hold on, let me put you on a brief pause. Okay, so I found a little pearl strap. No guarantees if this will look better. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. That is actually kind of cute. Maybe the pearls need to be a little smaller because they're definitely much larger than the bag, but yeah, that's a really cute little bag. I did want to show you this as well. This was the project that I ended up giving up on with those cute little handles for the mini purse I just made. I did this instead. I cannot claim this as my idea. I've seen it quite a few times. So I just took a piece of the Dior ribbon and some gold thread. Of course, it is not perfect, but it was really hard to sew next to these D-rings. So what I did is I just bought some D-rings, and I actually found these in the sewing section at my local craft store. I thought it would be either in like the purse making section or jewelry, but it wasn't. It was in with the sewing stuff. And then this is the chain that I got from the totery that we used on the new bag I just made. And then, like I said, some of my dual ribbon. So I just did that twice, one on each side. And then this is from this current holiday season, so 2022, 2023. This did have the palette in it. But I took the palette out. I actually only bought this because I knew I wanted to carry it. And I had every intention of using those cute little handles on here, drilling through here, and making this into a permanent shoulder bag. But the more I look at it, the more I love the idea of just having it as a clutch as well. So I did not do what I had initially planned, but I did take the palette out, and then, so now you can put your cards in here, you know, your lipstick, anything like that. This becomes either a very cute clutch, or what I'm going to do from time to time is I'm just going to take my little Dior ribbon, lay that right down on this flat edge here, just right there on that flat edge. You can see the cute Dior logo. Now the only drawback I see with this is I'm going to have to be careful when I use it, because when I open it, that ribbon is going to move. But now I have a very cute shoulder bag. So I can either use this as a clutch or a shoulder bag. So I'm really, really happy that I decided not to make it a permanent shoulder bag, because it's just too pretty, and I do think from time to time I will certainly use that as a clutch. And one thing I've noticed with a lot of other couture makeup lines that also sell handbags, when they do these cute makeup pieces, they will put you know, whatever the company name is, and then it'll say cosmetic, or company name hair, or company name, something that differentiates that this is not a handbag from their handbag line. But these Dior bags do not do that. So if you didn't know, you would just think that's either a Dior handbag or Dior clutch. So I'm really, really happy with it that way. And then let me show you the other one that I can use this on as well. So this one was out before I discovered Dior, so I did buy this secondhand. It did not come with the palette. Whomever owned this before did take the palette out, but decided to put the bag up for sale. So it comes in this cute little velvet pouch. Oh, and it did not come with the makeup brush either. So it was literally just the pouch in the bag. But it's still pretty, and I absolutely love the 30 Montaigne on the front of this. There is a smaller palette that matches this one, and I really want to get it. However, I saw one online, and it was $65, and I really should have bought it then, because that one sold, and now it's over $100 to get this small one to match. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting that one unless somebody else decides to sell theirs at a lower price, but this is incredible. And again, I did not want to ruin this one by cutting into it with the drill, so I did not. This one is the same thing, just a different front. But again, I'm going to use the Dior ribbon piece that I made. So again, that's just going to lay right in there. Close that up. Put the flap down. Oop, there we go, flap down. And now, again, I can use this as a clutch, or I have a super nice shoulder bag with the 30 Montaigne. This is just gorgeous. So I'm glad I found this. And I, you know, wasn't really disappointed that I didn't get the palette, because you guys know I don't really wear makeup. I'm really happy with this. I love how the whole project turned out, even though it was not what I intended. But I was really happy to be able to make this with the shoulder strap that I will end up replacing. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything, and you know, gets those crafty ideas kind of flowing, and So great. All right, guys, let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.